Today I'm going to be making simple pocket pillows. I've been wanting some new pillows for my living room, so I thought it would make a great tutorial. First, you're going to need to choose the size pillow you want. Make sure you know your measurements and have your fabric cut accordingly. You're going to need to remember that you need enough for the front and the back of the pillow, and for our pillows today we're going to be doing a pocket, so one portion of the fabric will need to be about 6 inches longer than the other portion and should be part of your measurements. I'm going to be making 3 pillows today, so I bought fabric to cover that amount of pillows. Now make sure to evenly lay out your fabric. I have this fabric bifolded so that I can cut out 2 pillow fronts at once. If you have an old pillow cover, you can use it as a template. It's an easy cheat. Today I'll be cutting with a 1-inch border around my template. This will allow for me to sew 1 inch in when I hit my sewing machine. Make sure to maintain your 1-inch border all the way around your template. Holding your fabric while cutting will guarantee straighter edges. Once you're done cutting with your template, remove your template and move on to step 2. My initial cut was cut on fabric that was bifolded. The second cut will be done on a single layer of fabric because I only need 3 pillow fronts. Be sure of your grain. Fabrics that aren't just solid will have a texture that goes one way or the other. Laying out your fabric to make sure that all of your cuts have the same direction in their print or weave is important for having an aesthetically attractive pillow front. When cutting with your other pillow front, make sure to cut as closely as possible as you've already made your inch allowance with the original template. If your fabric becomes wrinkled, make sure to press it out so that you can have an even cut. I have now cut 3 pillow cover fronts, and I'm going to be cutting the back portion, which is about 6 inches longer and will be the portion that incorporates the pocket portion of our pillow cover. Again, make sure that your grain or weave or print is all in the same direction. And when sewing these, you're going to be facing 2 fronts inward with the exterior facing you, so when you sew it you can flip it inside out. So just remember this and keep that in mind when you are cutting your fabric. Again, we've already made our inch allowance with our initial template, so cut as close to the edge of your pillow covers as possible. And since this again is the pocket portion that we're cutting now, I'm going to cut 6 inches past my pillow cover front. I'm going to do this 3 times as again I am making 3 pillow covers. Now it's time to sew. This initial sewing will be hemming 1 inch towards the interior of the pillow. Don't forget to have your sewing machine ready. Coordinating fabric will help, but if you'd like to see your stitch more, make sure that the opposite colored stitch is hidden in your design. Now I'm folding back my pocket portion of my pillow. Make sure that your front cover of your pillow, that the outer fabric is facing in and that the back portion is facing up, so that on either side you're only seeing the back of the fabric. Pin each corner and then maybe the sides as well to hold in place during sewing. Fabric likes to move around when it's on the sewing machine, so this will help you stay on target for an even project. Time to sew again. Again, I'm only sewing in about 1 inch as I've made that allowance in my template. Anywhere where there's a thicker seam or a place where you know there's going to be stress, make sure to backstitch to give it more strength. That's it. Now let's see what this pillow looks like. Uh-oh, I made a mistake. I sewed my pocket the wrong way. Let's try again. It's easy to make mistakes, and you learn by them, so it's okay. If you've made a mistake, just get out your seam ripper or your extra fabric and try again. Making mistakes is how we learn, and that's okay. Again, I'm laying the front of my pillow facing inward and the back of my pillow facing upward so that I see the backs on both sides of my pillow. This time I'm going to fold my pocket the right way. You're going to fold it over the front of the pillow because when you flip it inside out, this will cause the pocket to be effective. The pocket is used so that when you put the pillow inside of the cover, it sort of catches it, and it's a 6-inch pocket or catch for your pillow. This eliminates the need for zippers or buttons. Again, backstitch over stress points in thicker areas. I'm sewing around 3 portions of my pillow. The bottom of my pocket is not being sewn as that's the entry point for our pillows. Let's try this again. And we have success. Our pocket is effectively hidden inside of our pillow. Let's see how it works. Fluff your pillow into place. Stand it up and give it a look. Perfect. Now that we've finished our covers, let's see how they look. That's great. Now you know how to make simple pocket pillow covers.